Yeah, I hope that's working. Welcome to our Banter Blitz show for today. What is that here? November 23rd. This is, or if you want to do an alternate counting scheme, this is day 9 of the World Championships. Our current calendar is just about the match, right? But before that match is actually going to start in like 2 hours, we have a new game. Let's play some Blitz. Oh, okay. Findels is messaging me that his rating has increased considerably, so I might as well play Findels. Let's do it. I've taken this challenge here and play Findels. Yes, I remember. Yeah, you had a really great position out of a dragon. Yes, I remember. So we can try that again. I hope I'm doing a better job this time. But I don't know. I'm still fairly new here to the open Sicilian with white, so you probably know it much better than I do. Yeah, and this is where the problem starts. You know the main line, I don't. Which is a little bit... I'm not totally honest there. I know it a little bit, but not enough, I guess. What do they play here? Is it knight e4 immediately? I think it's knight e4 immediately. And now something with h4, I think is right, yeah? h4 or bishop c4. It seems I'm hitting the right moves. I'm not completely off with my choices. Can't see anything. That's wrong, if you can't see anything. It looks good on my end. So, will Carlsen push today? Yeah, I mean, he will certainly not, I think, make a completely easy quick draw, do nothing, this kind of thing. I'm not expecting. I really think something will happen, but I don't think he will play anything completely crazy. My personal expectation is that e4 is going to be played by Karjakin. This is the safest move, and it's, I think, in a very critical situation, it's good for him to play something that he knows from back from his childhood, basically. And Carlsen, I still expect 1e5, maybe as some sideline. But this is just my personal view on it. Anything can certainly happen. You can also argue we should play a Sicilian or something more, like something more non-symmetrical. But you never can predict those things perfectly. Yeah, Carlsen has black today. He lost the white game 2 days ago. So yeah, here Findels, he has doubled on the d file. I wonder if that is actually a problem here. Maybe I should just go away from the d file and see if I can maybe take on g7 and do something against e5. Tough position. It looks good for white, but queen a5 could be a move. Threatening on d2. Yeah, an interesting move here by Findels. That is definitely an annoying move. King b1, rook d2. Okay. Rook d2 is an issue anyway. I wonder, this one? Huh, I'm in trouble. I don't think that Carlsen will play a sharp Sicilian. I don't think that would be a good choice. I mean, it's possible that he might go for a Sicilian, but he won't play the dragon or something. That something like that would be really quite surprising. So Findels, what are you going to do? Rook d2. It looks critical. Yeah? My back rank is weak, and I hope I'm not missing something drastic. But it looks very shaky. He's taking his time. Yeah, this is probably not bad. And I cannot take it, huh? I cannot take it. Yeah. I mean, I still have a knight on f5, yeah, so if he takes on a3 and, I mean, twice on a3, h6 is still hanging. Yeah, this is certainly possible and not very welcome. Yeah, it looks very tricky. And I don't really see how he wins now, but there might be something. Taking on a3 is a good start, I guess, or is there something better even for black? Well, that's a fork. And something that I should have paid attention to. I really should have. If I take e5, he's going rook d1. Okay, fantastic. So I go here. That's not good. I think he can actually takes rook d1, takes, and then okay, queen e1 is not mate, but it's close. That's lost this position somehow. I think you should just take a3. Yeah? Keep it simple. Probably knight takes h6 is irritating him, because I'm covering h7, so I will be able to take it. Okay, at least this is not a difficult choice. Maybe maybe queen e1, just for an ending. No, he's going with queen d5. I don't like to trade queens here quite clearly, but where do I put it? e3. Not good. You can't see me. Yeah, you should probably refresh if there's an issue. I mean, I think in general the stream does work. I see my own stream, and it works. Okay, so what's going on here? If I take a7, queen to c1, but I'm not mate, I've got b4. You can take on c2, of course. Okay, if I take e5, is there something there? I'm not sure if I'm mated here. Probably I am, but yeah, here I thought before I would at least continue. It is not great. I mean, I'm not telling you that, but maybe I'm not mated immediately. Yeah, here knight e7 takes. I can escape all the way to a5. Maybe I'm mated then, but not sure about it. Oh, forget that one. I forgot that move. Am I checkmated now? Maybe I can save myself. I have to. Whew, that was lucky. Was a very lucky draw. Okay, thanks for the game, Findels. You outplayed me here quite nicely. I'm not quite at home in those positions, and it really showed quite a bit. Okay, who do we have? Maybe someone who have not played before. Xerxes, is that the right way to pronounce it? Probably not. Xerxes. Yeah, from Ireland. So let's go c4, mix it up. And, okay, c4, e5, g6. Ha! That's weird. Now you should be able to challenge me. I mean, non-premiums can challenge me. That does work. I've got some non-premium challenges, so if you are premium, it should definitely work. You get notifications. Okay, anyway, so let's see what happens here in this game. We have a very symmetrical looking English opening, but I'm a bit quicker with f4. So let's see if I'm getting this in. Yeah, he's getting f5 in himself, and if I go f4, but I kind of have to. Everything else is by far too passive, so I have to play f4. Yes, he might win the exchange, but I think this should be still quite okay for me. His king position isn't looking all that good, so maybe this is something that I can try. It is a little bit fishy maybe, but we'll see how it goes. With I have to prepare e5. I do like rooks, but sometimes I'm tempted to give them away. Okay, can I go e5 here? I think I should, huh? Yeah, he's got some weak dark squares, which is not the end of the world, but I think it should be a bit of compensation at least. Okay, so does he want to sacrifice back on f4? Maybe. I will go e6. That should be good. Install this big pawn there. Question is, do I want to trade queens? I think I want. Yeah, let's. If he trades now, I think I'm in great shape. Oh, he does trade. Okay. That looks like it's almost winning for white. The pawns will march up the board without any big issues. Yeah, I don't think. C3, yes, but it stopped right there. The pawn will not advance any further. Yeah, I think I can do that. And f5 next. Bishop d4 and then f5. Premium should be allowed to play, of course. I've got tons of premium challenges, so if it does not work for you, that's really strange. It's something that you should tell support about. Okay, he tries to sacrifice back, but I don't want that. I want to promote the pawns here. That's far more important. After capture, I mean, he gets to f6 and can probably block stuff. Yeah, taking the rook was enough, maybe, but I don't think that this was particularly bad. Not quite sure though how to play it correctly. Maybe just attack the pawn. Oops, sorry for that. How do I do that? I should cover the f pawn so that I can push the e pawn. That would be good. Or bishop f6. No, then bishop f6, rook takes, rook g1 is actually good. Let's do it like that. Rook takes and rook g1, yeah? That's mate on g8. I don't see anything like a defense here. Yes. Yeah, thanks for the game, Xerxes. I'm not sure, I'm probably totally butchering this pronunciation. So, I mean, I've got tons of premium challenges, so it's not like it does not work. Okay, let's go play Rogoff here from Switzerland. I'm going e4 again. Somehow I've got white every game. I mean, I'm not complaining, but still. So, what do we play? I play a Spanish. A little bit of a preview for tonight's game. Yeah, it's a bit of a broken record. Yeah, if something is not working, refresh helps. It really quite often does. So we've got a main line, Ruy Lopez here, probably castles now. Nope, knight a5. That's actually the original Chigorin variation, as Mikhail Chigorin played it back in the 19th century. He played c5 though. He did not castle first. That's a playable line for black. Even though usually you go c5 to put a bit more in the center. e5 was attacked, so you probably have to cover it. By the way, if you hear some strange sounds in the background or wonder what's going on around my place, I've got a friend around who's just sitting right next to me. Yeah, you can wink into the camera. Yeah, here, you see? yeah, we have the sound on, so it's not helping me, just in case you feel like this is cheating. He's not giving me a secret messages, yeah, like hand signs or whatever. He's not doing that. Oh, Mick Tart says, like my power play videos. Well, I'm not Danny King, you know. Danny King does the power play videos, and he's got clearly more hair, so we should be somewhat possible to tell us apart. So, knight to b6 is kind of looking normal here. He's taking some time. The knight looks strange on a5, so I expect knight b6 to happen. And yeah, I'll just complete development here. Yeah, Rogoff is not doing all that much. He's kind of sitting on the position. I've got a good center, but they don't have a very clear plan how to proceed. One very clear plan is to win on time, as he's really taking lots of time here for his moves. But I'm not yet sure how to... Okay, well here I know that I want to close the position. That's a good question here by Check 007. What World Championship match did I find the most exciting out of the recent ones? From the general chess content, I mean, like quality of games and and so on. I think probably the Kramnik Anand match in 2008. It had many decisive, interesting games. In terms of drama, certainly the tiebreak in Ilista 2006. That was the toilet gate match, yeah, where Kramnik won at the end in the tiebreaker, which was extremely tense given the circumstances of the match, and it was also those games were very well well fought out. The Topalov Anand match or Anand Gelfand I didn't find particularly exciting, and the Carlsen matches against Anand, they were a little bit too one-sided maybe. They didn't have any great suspense. Oh, Rogoff is sacrificing a piece. That is an interesting choice. And a pretty good maneuver here. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have to take it. Let's take it. Let's take it. Yeah, I mean, c3 is weak, huh? I have to probably cover that. Ambitious Pawn says, what do you think what the impact of Sergey becoming the world champion will have on chess? I think we should still be talking here in terms of probability. It's not a given thing that he will win the match. Even though he's the favorite now, leading with just 4 games to go, I still only see him like, let's say, a 60 or maybe 70% favorite. Because, I mean, okay, Carlsen is playing badly in this match, but he's still the better player. So you never know. Very good players, they are able to somehow, pull themselves together and play the best possible chess under circumstances that are not ideal. So this is still possible. Yeah, knight f1. I'm actually giving up h3 here, but oh, I'm taking this. That was very generous. The position wasn't all that clear. I think that was well played here by Rogov. This piece sacrifice is very enterprising. Maybe not, I'm not sure. Maybe it's not entirely correct, but it was a good blitz decision. So, yeah, misclick. Sure, yeah, he didn't want to give me the queen. Yeah, but it was well played. So, who else do we have? Martina V. Marina Valencia. Let's play Marina Valencia. So, what did I do? Let's go d4. Let's go through all the opening moves. Yeah, sure. You're right. I mean, nerves play a very important role in a match, and it seems that Carlsen is not the best in this category. Karjakin seems to be far more composed in this match. That's absolutely clear. So okay, so we get a game. Took a while for her to answer. What do we have? Queen's Gambit. Okay, so we've got a semi-Tarrasch. And she transposes to a regular Tarrasch with e takes. This is actually not very precise, as bishop g5 gives white some advantage. It's not like winning, but very nice. Yeah, here e4 is interesting, and e3. I think I go e4. That's also what Alekhine did back in the day. No, Carlsen does not need to take more risk. I mean, game 8 was a case of taking risks, and it didn't work at all. I mean, he basically played there in caveman style, and this is just not working against a strong player like Karjakin. It's quite strange that he felt this urgency to push all that hard. I mean, the match was equal in points, so why would you take all those risks? It's a little bit strange. What I played here also was pretty bad. What did I do here? I did not think about bishop d5 at all. That's a problem. Yeah, chatting away about all kinds of things and playing bad moves, not a good idea. That really is a bad position. Okay. I don't know. I feel like some things are weird, yeah. I mean, I don't think he thought it was a walk in the park to beat Karjakin. That would be extremely naive. And especially considering that he certainly has a bunch of advisors around. And I mean, if he has not asked Kasparov for help for this match, there's really no excuse. Kasparov certainly would have loved to help him against Karjakin. And I mean, I'm very sure an experienced player would never give him the advice to play game 8 like it was played. Yeah, that's absolutely impossible. So very strange. In the meantime, I somehow got a rook endgame here, pawn up, and this wasn't really expected. My position was actually quite bad, and now everything is okay. So I even have the better king now, and the c pawn looks weakish. No, I'm winning the c6 pawn, and then even with a somewhat questionable technique like mine, I will probably win this. Yeah, a pawn up, but the main thing is that those pawns are promoting very quickly. By the way, if Carlsen loses the match, which certainly can happen, then yeah, thanks Marina for playing. I don't think it wouldn't be the best, it wouldn't be the worst thing to happen to him, to be perfectly honest. He never really had any big obstacles in his career. If we look at this, in most cases, he was just far too good, and didn't really have to, do the utmost, to win. Quite often, he just dominated like from the get-go. And now having some serious obstacle in front of him, it's not working, obviously. But we never know. We never know what kind of things are happening behind the scenes. Okay, this game here, Johann Wilhelm Möbius. Help me. Who is Johann Wilhelm Möbius? Do you know him? Okay, my friend says he doesn't know this person. It sounds like someone you should know, yeah, like from history or something, or maybe this is his real name. It's possible. The volume is slightly low. Most things I have maxed out, so. So here f4, I'm bringing my king around to f2. We've gotten to this ending here, or the queenless middle game. And white is a bit better because of my... I've got slightly more space and the bishops are a bit stronger, but it's not much. Yeah, I think you're right, Mick, that Carlsen thought he would probably lead after 7 games. Well, I mean, if he's in normal shape, he leads by 2 points and the match is over. But he did not convert those 2 games. And I mean, not converting one of them would be kind of normal. But both of them, that's really bad for his standards and technical play. So here, yeah, I claimed that white is slightly better. I'm not sure that I'm right. Probably not. It seems that my opponent here defended this quite well. Maybe I can take b3 and then try to go to c5. Ah, Möbius, the famous band with just one topological side. The Möbius strip. Interesting.
It's from physical.
It's here, yeah, the Drunken Lawyer. It says the same. My friends, it's a character from
Dürrenmatt.
Is that Friedrich Dürrenmatt? Friedrich, right?
Yep.
Dürrenmatt, yeah, the famous Swiss, wow, what is that? It's Dramatiker in German. I don't know. Dramatician is probably not an English word, but I'll try. No. How is this called if you write, let's say, theoretical plays? Okay, let's see what I can do against Mr. Möbius here. Bishop b6 maybe, trying to push him away from the open files. He cannot go somewhere on the d file. I've got that all covered, and I've got rook c8, so he probably has to go to b8. There's also the Klein bottle, a 3D analog, a bottle without an inside, a playwright. A playwright is the right term. Oh, interesting. Yeah, let's see what Mr. Möbius is up to. I'm threatening bishop b7. That threatens to win the rook, I think, or in an exchange. Ah, Findel says rook de1 was bad. Okay, yeah, I'm not so familiar with those. I mean, I know some lines there, and I watched the videos that Jan Christian Schröder did here for Chess24 on the Dragon. I found them very convincing. I mean, he presented a wide repertoire against the Dragon, and I had the feeling if White is studying this thoroughly, you basically have to ditch this opening. It looked terrible for Black. But, well, I'm not, oops, and I shouldn't blunder the bishop. I have not studied it perfectly, quite clearly. So, what to do here? If I take c6, he might take f4, but I still probably want to do it. Okay, so what's going on here? Push the pawns? Maybe push the pawns. Oh wow, you have no idea about book publishing. There was the question what my favorite opening is, and Shaba says the Nimzo and Bogo because it got me rich. Oh my god, I mean, you have no idea what you earn with the chess book. Did I blunder stuff? Chat says I blundered stuff. Possible. That's very much possible. Okay, but let's not blunder stuff now. Especially considering that I will probably win on time. Knight f6. That doesn't really do all that much. Somehow I'm not well coordinated here. And for b5. I could have taken there, yeah? You're right. No, Karjakin will not play 1c4 today. This is completely... I mean, I would take bets against that. Absolutely. This is far too much of a... yeah. What's the right word? It's too unconcrete. He wants something which is more about concrete lines. Yeah, I will win this on time, but that's not a deserved win. Maybe I have chances to win on position. The last couple of moves didn't help. No, so I'm going to win by checkmate actually. I was very lucky, very well played here by Mr. Möbius. Yeah, thanks, congrats on 4,000 Blitz videos. Yeah, it's been a long way. Yeah, but okay, we will have number 5,000 next year. So, do we have someone with a very high rating? So that I can improve my rating by beating him with bad play? Is that possible? Probably not. Let's go. No, that's a non-premium. That's really irritating, the non-premium challenges. PHC 123. That sounds nice. Let's play him. So, I've got black. Bayern is leading in Rostov. Oh, they play earlier. Yeah, but okay, I mean Rostov, with all due respect, but I think they won the first match very, very highly, so that probably won't be a big issue for Bayern to win. So PHC, we've got some. Yeah, thanks Marina for playing. Yeah, I'm playing this G6 here. A bit of a sideline in the Ruy. This is actually one of the lines that I feel could be played today. I know it sounds a bit weird, but maybe some slightly offbeat Spanish. This is something that I could imagine Magnus playing, but if you can ask any kind of international master to predict the openings of the world champion correctly, and then something would be wrong. So he will do something. He will probably do something else entirely. So Black's idea here in this line in the Ruy is actually to get this quick fianchetto in, and quite often in the Spanish with Black you play the bishop to e7, and then later. Yeah, play at rook e8, bishop f8, bishop g7, and so on. So I'm trying to save time basically. So very likely PHC will go d4 now. And then I'm not quite sure, rook e8. Miktan says he wanted to bet on the Brexit, on Trump and Karjakin, but had no money to bet. Yeah, that's bad then. That would have been a nice thing. You should have bet on Leicester to win the Premier League. That would make you rich, actually. I don't know what it was, what you could could get for betting on Donald Trump. Not sure about what the odds were. That's a good question by Shawa. Have I read any of Adorjan's black books? Queen e7 was a strange move. Well, we'll see. D5 is a little bit weird. Adorjan's books, tricky business. I mean, I have avoided the last couple of ones. The original black is okay, really was okay, but after that there were some that were really quite strange, and that's not particularly surprising, given the fact that Adorjan is a somewhat unconventional person to be nice about it. I was thinking asked the question that he loses track if he tries to read a book and there are too many moves between the diagrams. You cannot basically you basically say that your blindfold abilities are not great. Yeah, put it on the board. I mean, it's not a given that everybody can do those blindfold things. I would recommend just use a good old-fashioned physical board as suggested in the chat. Why not? You can also put it on the computer, of course. While I'm chatting away here about this, PHC is outplaying me. That's not good. I have absolutely zero space here. That looks like the worst King's Indian that I've seen for a while. Let's see, can I go f5 here? I mean, I should do something, but f5 looks like I'm kind of... If he goes c6, no, I have to move knight d7 in this position. Otherwise, I'm playing without the knight after c6 comes. The only thing that I did here, I played reasonably quickly. Doesn't look good. Okay. Well. I really wonder. And that bishop is actually attacked. I should pay attention to that. It's quite unusual that a rook coming to a8 attacks a bishop on c8. Wow. This position is totally bad. Okay. Oh my god. What did I do wrong in this position or in this game? Probably many things. Yeah, I wonder what PHC should do now. I mean, he's got a wide choice, just taking on d6, but I'm not sure if that is doing that much. I was more afraid of c6 actually. But he is better. He's better. I'm not arguing about that. What is not quite okay for him is the clock situation. I've got quite a substantial edge on the clock. So like b6, knight c5 now. Amazingly bad position. Knight f, knight h4. Wow. I'm surprised about. You should actually put more on the queen side. He's better on the queen side, so why put pieces on the other side of the board? I think I mean, I'm not I'm not better, not at all, but at least I'm kind of wow. No, I'm not buying that. I'm going to take that piece. So let's get rid of that pawn on b6. That was extremely irritating. Yeah, I wasted too much time. You're right. You're completely right, but I'm not quite sure where did I waste the time exactly. Something was really completely wrong. Yeah, maybe we'll see some blood today. It's possible in the match. So good game by PHC. Yeah, you completely outplayed me there. That didn't look good at all. First of all, I'm going to decline all the non-premium challenges. So let's play some guys in the chat here. Ambitious pawn. Ambitious pawn. Let's get a game going here. Do we get a banco? Give me a banco. At least I know what I'm doing in this opening. No. No. Playing like Mr. Solid here. E3. And now I'm going to play into an isolated pawn position. Tex-Mex asks, oh my god, best chess book. I don't have a number one book, but yeah, just like 2 hours ago here, my friend who's currently in my office, he mentioned the Life and Games of Michael Tal, and it's a really great book. So if you just want to have a great book to read about chess and yeah, be completely be entertained and kind of inspired, it's a really great way to do it. Carlsen to not play 1e5 today. There are some chances, but I would be still surprised. What is the best way to learn theory? That I can tell you. Tex-Mex, you're a FIDE master. Make your own theory. Don't just copy stuff. Use databases, use the tools, and compile opening surveys for yourself. Don't just use what other guys are doing for you, but basically take it like you would write the book yourself, and this is giving you the best results. I can tell you that the only things that I know in opening theory, like know really well, is the stuff that I've written myself, because it took me real time to get to that point that I can say, okay, this move is good enough so that I trust it, that I can put it in this video or in this book or whatever it was that I'm working on. And this is a very effective way of doing it. It is a time-consuming way, but it's the only way that I know that is fantastically effective. Of course, you can just take a book and take what they recommend, but the best way is like work on it yourself. Okay, so I'm going to try to, I mean, probably I'm not being able to keep the pawn. But if he takes it, rook c8, takes on c3, should get it back. He has 3 loose pieces, but somehow that doesn't seem to be a clear tactic. Like h4 is unprotected, and knight and queen, they are in fork distance and so on. I don't see anything really great. So, what about this? If I take here, I think I can, right? Take it. I wonder, can I do something here? It looks a little bit, it looks shaky for white. Looks shaky. But that bishop is extremely annoying here. I don't want to give him the b pawn. Rook c7 looks also wrong. Looks a little bit wrong. So what is ambitious pawn doing? Yeah, I think I'm blocking this pawn. Yeah? Let's block it. I would like to coordinate my pieces a little bit better. The thing that I definitely have in favor here is the time. Ambitious pawn takes for a long while. There's a question. Why do people love the book on Zurich 1953 that much by David Bronstein? I think it is a good book. It really is. I mean, nowadays, if you take comments from 1953 and don't question them thoroughly, you can basically forget about getting anything good out of it, because there will be tons of mistakes. So those books have historical value for sure. Like how was the view on chess like 50 years ago? I don't think it's a particularly fantastic idea to take those annotations at face value, because there will be mistakes. What definitely is the case, the tournament itself, Zurich 1953, had an amazing amount of great games. I'm not quite sure why this is. I mean, there is definitely the sheer amount of games is very high, because they had this monstrous tournament with 30-watt rounds, so there were simply many games. But if you look at textbooks nowadays, and you can that can be on any subject basically, yeah, like IQP, hanging pawns, whatever. It's full of Zurich 1953. They have tons of instructive games played at that tournament, so it is still kind of interesting to look through the book. I mean, if you want to invest some time, take David Bronstein's book. You can also take Miguel Najdorf's book. This is also a classic. For many fans, the Najdorf book is actually the better one. Take that, use a computer. Oh, now I'm mating you. Use a computer and challenge what Bronstein wrote 60 years ago. You will find certainly some improvements, but in some cases he might be right, because he was a good player. Yeah? You don't need computers all of the time to be right. No, David Bronstein didn't die in the early 90s. I think this is roughly 10 years ago that he died. I was actually very close to playing him in the Belgium League once, but I couldn't play on that day, unfortunately, so I couldn't play against him. So we have a Benko Gambit here by Dr. Pedrolus. I don't think this is a particularly great way of playing this Gambit. Yeah, there's this famous exchange sacrifice game by Petrosian, but there are tons. Yeah, he died 2006. That seems about right, mid-2000s. Well, there are. I mean, it's really amazing how many great games you have in this tournament. Classical rook endings, the famous game Gelleröwe, yeah, rook h8, three exclamation marks, and so on. That's tons of stuff. That's just tons of stuff. Okay, so Dr. Pedrolos, you want your pawn back, not on my watch. That was a nice one, right? Not on my watch. And the moment I play the move, I see that he can get it back. Yeah? Can take on c3, take on b5. Great stuff. Anyway. How to prepare for bullet? Yeah, you don't prepare. Just don't play bullet. It's easy to do. Yeah, I mean, okay. I'm guilty. I play bullet sometimes myself, but not regularly. So I can go b4 now here, right? And the good rule of thumb is if you can play b4 with white in the Benko or in the Benoni, you're in great shape. And I hope this is the case here as well. Yeah, old annotations, you should always take them with a grain of salt. Sometimes they are extremely error-ridden. Some old annotations, however, are fantastic. Really, I've got a book here, that famous book by Bent Larsen. I'm not sure what the name is. It has some generic name. I mean, the old name was I Play for the Win or something like that, and they have a new version with some added content, and Larsen's annotations were fantastic, really fantastic. I checked some of the games, and they're really it's modern standard quality, and I don't think he used computers. I don't think he did. Yeah, b6. That means my b pawn promotes. I was right with that one. If you get the b pawn rolling. Who's the strongest player that I have beaten online and over the board? Yeah, online probably Nakamura. I mean, if you play enough games, you will beat those people like once out of a million games. So my score against Nakamura is of course very badly, but I won like maybe half a dozen games, and one of them even is on video. So that's the strongest player that I've beaten online. But yeah, well, my score is like 5 out of 60 or something. Yeah, so it's nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah, Dr. Pajolo, thanks for playing. Let's get going. We have more challenges. Do we have someone I have not played before? Sir Alex, no. Played him before. Who's Murkel? Let's play Murkel. Who's Murkel? Is that the little brother of Angela Merkel? Murkel? No, probably not. So what he's up to? Murkel plays f4. Oh my god. Don't see that too often. There was a question by Shaba. Nigel thought that my system was the worst book ever, or something like that. What do you think? Tricky question, and it's usually something that is discussed with some sort of passion among chess players, because people tend to hate the book or love it. I'm kind of in the middle. I think it's nowadays it has mostly historical value. You can check it, read it, and kind of learn how chess was viewed by someone at the time revolutionary in the 1920s. But if you want to use it to learn good chess, I think you have much better material nowadays. There's no reason to read an outdated book, really. Yeah, I'm tempting him into playing knight e5 here. Didn't work. Not sure if it was good actually to tempt him. I think knight d4 could be a threat here in this position. Yeah, it's a threat. So let's do it. pawn takes, is annoying, and he doesn't have a good queen move, so he probably has to take this on d4. Yep. But now the dark squares are extremely weak, and my knight is happy to use it. Not a tough question, but check 007. What's the main difference between an ordinary grandmaster and a super grandmaster? Besides the fundamental difference that they are simply stronger. Oh wow, those are questions that are tough to answer. I don't know actually. I mean, they are definitely simply stronger. What else is there? I mean, sometimes I feel like the super GMs, the error rate is certainly even lower, and they probably have a wider knowledge of structures. Yeah? I think someone like Svidler, he can tell you something decent about like everything in chess, and I think if you take let's say regular GM 2500, they might have their set of openings and structures they know well, but if they have something that is not part of the usual routine, they might be kind of not knowledgeable, or it is kind of sketchy. While if you take someone like Peter, he knows something decent about everything. He will not tell you some nonsense. And this could happen with the regular 2500 player if they sometime with some of those, if they get into something that is not their main forte. Another difference is, I think, that general knowledge is better. With 2500s, you can have some people who have a very isolated talent. They're extremely good in something specific, and they still have some weaknesses that are clearly identifiable, and this won't happen if you take a top 20 player, for example. Okay, thanks for the game, Murkel. And who do we get? Who do we get next? Marcel Kirchler. You played yesterday against Peter. So, what about Spartacus? Let's play Spartacus. And I'm black again. I think the difference between this very strong GMs and ordinary ones, I mean, if I play those people, I don't play super GMs all that often. Unfortunately, it would be interesting. But I can say that I played Luke van Vele this year, and I had a position where I personally thought I would be kind of okay, and then with every move I had the feeling that I got pushed a little bit backwards, yeah, and all of a sudden it dawned on me, oh, my position isn't all that great. So that doesn't happen to me all that often against like a normal 2500 player. I usually know what's going on, and if I make a mistake, I usually feel like, oh, that was a mistake. But in that game, I just got outplayed. Like step by step by step, my position got worse, and he killed me just like that. And this is not a feeling that I have all that often if I play, let's say, a normal 2500 player. So why don't I play Bundesliga? Yeah, I play for my hometown club. Oh, Sparta, I'm taking this. You're giving me a bishop for free, I'm taking it. I'm playing for my hometown club, which is fine. So I don't want to Not so much interested in playing for some other club at the moment. No, I don't like that Gambit for e5. It's a little bit dodgy, I believe. Yeah, thanks for the game, Spartacus. Look at your bishops. They are your friends. Zeffini. Let's play Zeffini. I don't think I've played him before. And 1e4. Okay, got a Sicilian. My game against Van Vele, if this is online, I don't know. That wasn't played in the second German Bundesliga, so might be. H6 by Zeffini. I like to see that move. He's weakening himself. Yeah, I really like this white, this line here for white. I think black is in some trouble here. It looks rather passive. Have I beaten a strong chess engine? I don't know. I mean, if you give me a hammer, I can hit my computer. If you pay me, I will have beaten a chess engine. But other than that, no. I mean, what I have done is, and which is interesting, I played those handicap games against the computer with an extra pawn, extra piece, and so on. This is quite interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I saw those. Jovan Petronic says Danny Rensch beat Komodo, but Komodo had only one rook. Yeah. I tried this. Yeah, those handicap games like Danny played there, and I think it's quite interesting. I was pretty amazed to see how difficult it actually is to beat the engine with a piece up. I mean, I was really thinking, okay, a piece, you should win easily against the engine. It's not so easy. I mean, we're talking about blitz games, but I think I will beat the engine like 10 out of 10 in a tournament game with an extra piece, but in a blitz game, it's actually tricky to do. I was quite surprised. Why do the top 20 GMs never or very rarely play the French defense? You know, I'm pretty positive I can tell you that, why that is, because in the French defense you usually lack space, and the top GMs value space very highly. This is why they like to play e5 or c5 on move 1. This immediately stops d4, the full center, and I know it sounds very basic, but this is what it is. So here I'm trying to prevent d5. I'm not so sure about this fianchetto. That just looks a little bit wrong, but somehow I didn't see any other way to get his knight out of my camp. Yeah, he tries to play d5, which I completely understand that he wants to do that. I can take d5. It's not like I cannot do that, but it looks a bit strange. Yeah, I think I'll take it. Yeah, my score in the German Bundesliga was very good, actually. I was quite happy with that. I played, I think, 15 games total or something like that. And lost 1 game, so it was okay. Against Rainer Buhmann, nowadays one of the top German players. I also played many draws, so it's not like I won every game. But I didn't lose all that many, or that much. Yeah, here I tried to play rook d7. My position looks better, but a bit loose, huh? My king on g1, a bit airy. Oh, that gives me nice play on the light squares. Rostov is leading against Bayern Munich. Oh my god, what's going on? Brexit, Trump, Rostov beating Bayern. That's not, that doesn't sound about right. What's going on here? Okay, I'm preventing rook c2. I know he plays this move. Yeah, I know. So, how am I going to make any progress? That's not easy here. He wants to play rook c2. That didn't, that's not good at all actually here. What's going on? What kind of ending do I want here actually? A bishop ending probably. A bishop ending would be good. My bishop on b2 is complete garbage. How can I improve that piece? Oh, I'm happy about that. That trade helped. Now I can coordinate a bit better. If I can trade rooks, I'm happy. But I absolutely don't see how this is possible. You know, maybe he wants to trade rooks. That would be nice. No. I'll try rook d2. Rook c6 now is good. Oh, he trades. Yeah, that's nice. Now I'm going to win his queen side. Yeah, I wanted a bishop ending because my pawns are all on light squares. And that's nice. Yeah, I'm going to pick up all the pawns on the king side. They're just all weak. Give me weak pawns. Okay. I cannot tell you, Miktal. I don't know what they pay in the Bundesliga nowadays for top boards. Let's not blunder this. Yeah, Zeffini tries to hang on here, but I have 3 pawns. Okay, he resigned. Thanks for playing Zeffini. So, I scored well today. Not playing all that well, but Alekinen. Let's go Alekinen. He's got a high rating here. Maybe I can gain some points. My rating is really quite terrible here. I mean, he should play the Alekhines, right? Alekinen, that sounds like he plays the Alekhines. Is there money in chess for streamers? By streaming, I don't know. I didn't try that out. I'm just doing YouTube. Alekinen, I have played a move. You are around. Don't run away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, abort. Okay, so who else? What is the highest rated guy around? Shedding Ford or somebody, yeah? Maybe let's go Moby. Moby. Do we get a Benko? No, but c5 you can almost pre-move. Almost. Ah, Alekinen is around. Okay. What is this? You give me the bishop here and then you open it up. That's good. Give me more of that. Yeah, so I've got the bishop pair. And he's got some strange knights. How do I use the bishop pair properly here? I go a5. Oh, we have that weird bug again, yeah, with the white board, yeah. I just recognized. That doesn't work. I really have no idea. Yeah, that happens like every stream for a couple of seconds, and there's no technical explanation for it. So I'm going to wait for a couple of seconds if it doesn't get better. Oh, that's wacky. Okay. I think this is really strange, and I have no idea why this happens. But at least it's quickly fixed. Okay, knight d4 by Moby. Let's go d5. Yeah, Alekinen, I will accept your challenge, but I have to play Moby first. Yeah, trying to get the center here with d5. I already have the pair of bishops, so if you give me the center and don't do anything special, it will be great. Great for black. Whoa. Doesn't that run into bishop b4? Show me. I cannot pre-move this stuff. Moby. Yeah, why does my heart feel so bad? That's by Moby. You're completely right. So yeah, so I've gotten the center here. That's nice. Now bishop a5 blunders a4 with check. That's unfortunate, but I can go back. So what do I want? What do I want here? Bishop a6 would be cool to play. Maybe I'm doing this here. Yeah, I just wait for him to play bishop g2 and then I play bishop a6. I played this to not have queen a4 check played against me. So now I can take or d4. d4 is the most dynamic move. This is also not bad, gaining a tempo. And just reconsider here. I can still play bishop a6 if I want, but I also have, I don't know, d4 looks strange. Okay, I think I'll take this chance of repeating and play now d4, busting this open. Yeah, queen takes is the dynamic choice. Well, let's do it. I'm absolutely not sure about it. Queen e2 now. Yeah. Yeah, he had to do this. He absolutely had to. But it's maybe good. It's maybe good. I mean, I have my pawn structure. I mean, Swiss cheese is well structured compared to it, but I'm active. I'm at least active here. So what's going on? What is going on? I need to make sure that I keep the initiative, or else this isn't all that great. I cannot go queen a5, unfortunately. He can still castle. Queen a5 would pin the knight. Maybe I can go rook e8. Just like threatening bishop a3. Alrighty. And bishop b4 I can take with check, unfortunately, so that does not work. Yeah, of course, he castles. I mean, I can snatch this pawn, but as I said, this is the most untidy pawn formation ever that I have. Queen h4 in particular looks quite awkward. Blinder says he likes one vegan superfood, vodka. Okay. Yeah, this is what I meant. Yeah? My position is kind of weird. Rook e1 looks good. No, we didn't do that. I think Rook e1 would have been awkward, because then I don't have this regrouping. So what is he up to? Knight h4 f5 is extremely annoying. Okay, maybe bishop h6. No, I don't have a grandmaster, no. Didn't even come close in tournaments, to be honest. I still feel it's difficult. I mean, you keep hearing nowadays the GM title, easy, everybody can get that, blah, blah, blah. But this is normally by people who really have no idea what it means. And I still feel it's not easy. I mean, at least not for me. Knight f5, this is extremely annoying to face. But what can you do? So, Moby, I'm really uncertain about this position. How do I get some sort of coordination going? My rooks are not connected. Yeah. Maybe I need to return this. I mean, it really doesn't look good. How much time do I spend per day on chess? That's relatively easy to say. No, not that easy. I mean, weekly probably like 50 to 60 hours. Teaching, doing all kinds of things. It's quite a lot. Queen d3. Why is that played? I think this looks good now. Maybe I can get rid of the queens. That would be extremely good. And he didn't take the pawn. I mean, he could have taken h6 and d2. I wanted to return that. Okay. So maybe this isn't all that bad. I have to bring the bishop around. If I can get to c5, I'm actually fine here with this piece. Then my bishop is a good piece. Oh, that looks good now. Yep, bishop is dominating. I can take with the king. That was a stupid choice. But time-wise, I'm fine. I should probably be able to win on time, which is not ideal, of course. But I'll take a time win. I could have trapped his rook here actually. Okay, thanks for playing Moby. So I think I've got time for time spent for my own chess. Oh, that gets close to 0. I mean, I learned stuff by preparing things for students as well, but usually I'm not studying for my own chess. So Alekinen, he doesn't play the Alekines. What kind of an irritating nickname is that then? Want to trick people into play 1e4 because they think you're going to play the Alekines and then you play the Sicilian all of a sudden. You don't think that's fair, do you? So, okay, I'm trying something quick here against the king. This is a 3-minute game. Trying the 3rd rank formation. Oh. Isn't e5 dangerous here? e5? It looks dangerous. Alekinen, that looks dangerous. What's he doing? Knight d5 now. I mean, if he takes it, everything gets opened up. I don't think d takes e5 is good. Probably knight d5, but oh. Okay. That feels risky. Like g6. Well, you can take on e6. Or you can play... I've got the board wide out again. Are you crazy? In the middle of this game? That sucks. Anyway, let's see what to do here. I think I'm doing this now. My point is that I'm not quite sure what his move is. Rook f7 is a pin. That's difficult to play. And here bishop d4 looks quite difficult to meet. Yeah, you can do that, but I don't feel it should be sufficient. Let's check it. I do this, threatening bishop g6. Let's try. Yeah. Okay, I mean, it's blitz chess. It will definitely be dangerous. f5? Probably not. But queen here, maybe. Threatens to take on d6. And still bishop takes g6. I don't trust this position for black. But I might be wrong. I'm also threatening to take on g7. King takes, ed6 check, taking the queen. Yeah, so he didn't really... well, if I take on d6 with the pawn, he can take with the bishop, actually. If I take on g7, give the queen, then check him. He has bishop f6, which I can take, and then I can take the queen. So I'm going to win stuff. And I still have that pawn. That could be useful. I could be useful. So let's do this. We still have we again have the whiteout. I really don't know what that is, yeah. The streaming software really is weird. I don't think that has anything to do with the site itself. I think it's just the weird streaming software. I have rook e7 if he takes c7. And I just threaten f5, pushing through. I was stupid, yeah, blundering this pawn. Okay. The good thing is I'm still 2 pawns up. You can actually spoil a knight endgame with an extra pawn easily, but two pawns is usually a bit too much. Okay, so Alekinen ran out of time, but I think I would have managed that. Okay, guys, I hope you liked this show. We had a good session. Yeah, I won a couple of games and I was very lucky in some, as usual. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to stay on the Chess24 stream, waiting for the coverage for Game 9, which will start in 30 minutes. Yeah, make sure to watch. Bye bye till next week.